Today we're going to be playing some mono green for the first time in a while, and that is because it got a brand new card that I believe could breathe some new life into this deck, making it a lot more competitive. That's right, guys, we're playing mono green. It's been a long time since I've said that, but I do believe mono green right now is in a better spot than it's been in a long time. It's been kind of in a rough position lately, but we got a brand new card that actually isn't even green. It's a colorless artifact, Chimil. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with this card. You get to discover every single turn for 5, which is a pretty cool effect. But if you really look at the discover effect, it works really well with mono green specifically, because when you exile a card with your discover, you're actually casting that spell. It doesn't just, you know, come onto the battlefield or whatever. You're actually going through the action of casting the spell for free, which works really well with creatures like Silverback Elder and Defiler, because both of these require you to cast a permanent that's green or a creature, and when you're casting those spells, you're going to be getting triggers off of both of these. So this card works extremely well with synergistic capabilities of Elder and the Defiler. The rest of the deck, we've got some ramp spells like Gwenna and Gala Greeters, and we're also working off a ton of 1/1 counters off the Defiler. So of course we want to double up on those counters with things like Kami, and Beast Caller also gains counters. So there's a lot of synergies happening here. The new Sentinel card works really well too, because again, we're getting some counters onto the creatures. A lot of fun though, guys, and hopefully we're going to get some really big hits here off the Chimil today, like Glorious Sunrise to finish the game. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this one, man. Mono green is amazing. I've always really liked mono green, and I'm glad it's back into a competitive shape. So let's go win some games on a diamond ladder. We'll see you guys here at the end, and thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoy this kind of content, if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, I would greatly appreciate it. Enjoy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we're checking out mono green Stompy, man. It's been a little while since we played some mono green, so I figured let's go back to the well here and see what we got. And we're gonna be trying it with Chimil. That's a card I've really liked a lot. Kind of really the inspiration for me to, you know, even play mono green today, because I wanted to try and ramp into the Chimil and use its discovering abilities. It works really well with things like Silverback Elder and the Defiler. Let's go with the Kami here, and I'm actually gonna get a treasure. I know I can get double the 1/1 counters here, but I'm gonna get a treasure to get down the Silverback Elder a little bit early, and then from there we should be popping off here. We're against an opponent looking to ramp as well. Oh wow, okay, it's a pretty nasty card right there. That's a pretty good one. All right, Silverback Elder comes down. Let's go ahead and start getting some counters. No attacks. And with Kami on the field allowing us to get double the counters, it's going to be extremely helpful. Oh, Brutal Cathar is not good. Okay, so they do take the Silverback Elder. No surprises there. Off to a pretty solid start for their end. Okay, so we could create 2 bears and then pump up the field with 1/1 counters, which sounds honestly pretty darn good, if I'm being honest. And do we want to gain some life, get some treasures? We have some options here. What's its power right now? It's a 6/6. Yeah, let's make it a little bit bigger so we can block the Jetmir. Sounds good. I don't really feel like pressuring them here when they've got vigilance threats that can swing through. Oh wow, they get their Defiler down on the field. That's tough. All right, that's gonna open the door for them to be able to play, you know, more things for a lot cheaper, because the Defiler gives them that extra Phyrexian mana as opposed to green mana, and they also have the Loam Speaker out. Oh, we answer right back though. That's so clutch. We answer right back. Let's go with counters first. I think I'm gonna go here. This is how much mana? 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can play both. Perfect. I can play both. Pump up the field. All right, now we got to start looking to gain some life pretty aggressively though. Gain some life. Do we draw a card here? I mean, we are winning on board pretty heavily right now. Yeah, let's draw some cards. Nice. Not a bad one. Not a bad one at all. I've got a 9, 9, and 10. Yeah, I think we're pretty safe to swing through here. It's almost a must block situation here. So they might just block with their Loam Speaker. If they block at any point with that Brutal Cathar and we get back the Silverback, they are screwed. The fact that we lost that is tough, though. It was just gonna be whoever popped off faster, and I think we're moving slightly quicker. I'm sure they can end the game though this next turn potentially, depending on what they do here with a Defiler on the field and a Jetmir. I mean, that's disgusting. Oh, they get their own Elder down. Wow. Still 1, 2, 3 potential mana to use here. They did get the trample, which isn't exactly super effective here when you're looking at the matchups they're going against here. I think the real difference maker in this game was the Kami being able to double up the counters that I'm getting. I feel like that upward scaling is kind of what took us over the edge here. Wow, really? They still have that mana. They could be doing something shady here, man. Three, 7 damage. I mean, let's see what happens. Could be some sort of indestructibility clause. Or not. Okay. GG's. Yep, GG's. It was a bit of a full send moment just to see if they could turn the tides. Their hand must not have been good enough. So, all right, sweet. Good first game. Taking down Jetmir. All right, this hand looks pretty darn good. Yeah, we didn't get Chimil that last game, but I'm telling you guys, Chimil really unlocks this game to the next level because this mono green, that is because the Discover ability allows us to cast, and that's the big key word there, is we're able to cast the spell for free, which works so good, man. Gala Greeters is the only reason I kept this hand here. 2-land hand would be pretty tough there, but the fact that we can get treasures is going to hopefully save us. Maybe. All right, so they're going to be getting some lands. That's tough. All right, so Leyline Binding going to be an issue. Wonder how they do that, though. 2 Gala Greeters on the field. Okay, nice. I'll take that. All right, now we're cooking. With those extra treasures on the field, we are now cooking, man. I'm a little afraid of attacking into the opponent here, but I don't think I need to be. Now that I see the Leyline Binding, I definitely don't need to be, but I was thinking, you know, attacking into like smites and things like that. There are things that, you know, want you to attack into it. Oh, okay. Well, that's unfortunate. What do we do here? Feels like I have to go this route, right? Get 2 more lands. Because if I go with the Glorious Sunrise and it gets hit with a Leyline Binding, I mean, that's just tragic. So we'll send out the Vorinclex here. Depopulate really kind of cooked us. I'm sure they're running Sunfall as well. The good news is if we can find, you know, our Silverback Elder, we're going to be in a really good spot to blow up everything. All right, let's go here and here. Let's try to go, grow the Gala Greeters, because if we can get a creature up to power 3, we can then, oh, let's go. We can then start drawing cards with the Glorious Sunrise. Let's try to resolve this. There's no blue out on the field yet. What do we do? Do we get additional mana to play this? I don't want to play this and do a Leyline Binding, right? So I think we have to just gain life here. I need to draw a very inexpensive creature so I can at least get 1 Silverback hit here and take out the Leyline Binding. All right, that's tough. At least I can do this, though. Let's do this. And then we'll draw a card. It's a land. That's tough. All right, looking for one creature, just one singular creature. Something, like I said, it's got to be a bit inexpensive here so I can get down the silverback. I mean, I do have the extra mana off the sunrise potentially, so we might just use that. I just can't get caught off guard. Oh, there's no way the opponent concedes there. They didn't have another sweeper. Okay, so they were dead on board apparently. Must have been short on the depopulates and the sunfalls, but wasn't able to answer the board. That's kind of crazy when you have that much mana to work with in all the colors except for maybe red, and you're telling me you can't muster up something there. Crazy. All right, I'm pretty happy with that showing. This hand is too scary. 2-land hand. Not gonna cut it, not without a Gala Greeters. This is a lot better. I think we'll send this away. That was a good game though. I mean, I had a really good next couple of turns, so I'm kind of bummed out that the opponent wasn't willing to continue that game. Would have been really nice. Oh, they have cut down. That's crazy. All right, so a cut down hits us. That's pretty cheap and inefficient to deal with our creature there, and huge value for the opponent. Wow. Followed by a Cavern Bat. Well, this ain't looking good, is it? This ain't looking as good as the first two, that's for sure. I wonder what they take. You got two really good options here, or you can try to screw up my next play with my curve. All right, well that definitely indicates to me that the opponent is going to be running another bat. So incoming. Oh, or not. A second Defiler off the top there was just so bad. All right, come on, one more land. Can we pull it off? I mean, we're up against mono black. Let's be real. If we get another land here at this pace, we're just gonna die to a kill spell. And now they're dealing extra damage off of this Bloodletter. Talk about a bad game for us here, huh? Yeah, that was about as bad as it gets. Holy smokes. At least it was quick. At least it's quick and we're out of there. Not the best, man. All right, that was about as bad as it gets right there. Surely it doesn't get worse than that, right? That's got to be the worst of the worst, so only up from here. All right, so they play out a draw one Furnace, huh? Sorry, I just got up and had to shuffle around the room. My chair feels like it's not in the same spot I just left it in for some weird reason. Nice. I like this card. I like the Sentinel here. Not bad. It's a good blocker. Guess we'll just take the treasures. I mean, you never know. We'll need the extra mana later, I'm sure. Is this mono red altogether, or are we looking at something like sacrifice? Because this card typically is used in sacrifice builds as well. All right, let's go here first, and then we'll play the Sentinel after. Let's get another treasure to replace the one we're about to eat. And then we'll add a 1/1 counter. And then that should upscale our board here enough to where we don't have to worry too much about these Requisitioners. If they double block, I still got the kill on both of them, so that's a good trade. But they do get 2 treasures, which that is a bit of an issue. We avoid most sweepers except for burn down the house. And I'm sure that's what they have, right? Oh, no. We need to kill that, though. We absolutely need to kill that. So let's go ahead and get that Silverback Elder off the top, if you don't mind. Okay. We just did this the other day ourselves. I'm a fan. That's a good card. I think we got to keep that on top. And we gotta move, unfortunately, with the damage, because this is just gonna start pinging us like crazy. Get in there. Let's go. Let's go. Down to 8. Can they kill us? Do they have a burn down the house? They gotta kill. Yeah, I was gonna say they gotta kill Gala there, right? And then they can double the counters on that too this turn, just tapping it for 2, dealing another 4. Sheesh, but we still have more than enough damage on board for now. Oh wow, 5 damage there too. That's kind of crazy. Let's go. All right, we avoid the burn spell there. And I do have some of these. So if I can use up these 3 map tokens, we can win the game if we hit correctly. Or we play this 1/1 and trample. That doesn't quite get us there, does it? So this guarantees at least one counter. I guess it doesn't matter. We got to risk it for the biscuit. We got to hope something on top here. Let's go, dude. Massive. Massive, dude. Holy smokes. That was close. That was close. That was definitely a race against the clock. Or against the calendar, I should say. But we pulled it off. Thank goodness. Holy cow. What a game. All right. That was a really fun game. Wow, this is actually the first time I'm seeing the Chimil, huh? I didn't even realize that we haven't got that card down yet. Wow. We've got to get it down at some point here. Do I risk the 2-land hand to see if we can't get it going? I mean, I think we have to try because I completely forgot it was in the deck for a second. All right. We do have the ramp off the Kami, so as long as it doesn't die, we should be okay, I hope. But we see a swamp down on turn 1, meaning Kami is most likely going to die. Creature or enchantments, which is everything in our hand. That's not good. They take the Kami. Okay, no surprise there, really. Kind of needed that. I think we'll prioritize the Sentinel over the Gwenna because we don't have a creature that we want to ramp into, and the Sentinel can potentially find us more mana off the top through its ability to use map tokens, right? So I think that's the better play of the two. It avoids the cut down really well. Oh wow, the opponent is running 250 cards. I just realized. All right. This is ramp, so let's get this down. And let's hope we hit a land here. If not, getting a 1/1 counter on the Kami is also just as good because it acts as a ramp mechanic for us. I'm going to throw this away just in case. So right now, Kami is an additional 2 or 3 mana, right? Which can play this, but if it dies, I'm left with 4 mana. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and throw this away and hope a land comes off the top just for safety reasons, because I can almost guarantee the opponent's gonna kill the Kami. All right, they're willing to trade here. I'm okay with that, to be honest. Or no, it's not a trade. Shoot, I did the math on that wrong. I forgot it goes to 4/4. Honestly, I forgot it used colorless mana too. That's a big blunder on my part. Shoot, that's my fault. I thought it used swamps, but it uses colorless mana. And then I thought after swinging through, I'm like, oh, we're fine. We were not fine. We indeed were not fine. All right, we got a land. I'll take it. And we finally got a Chimil down, so that should win us the game. I still feel pretty silly about that attack, though. Wish I could take that back. Mistakes were made. All right, with the opponent only having 2 lands, we should be able to win this game pretty easily. Wish we could have got it in a better way, but it is what it is. Getting down a Glorious Sunrise and a Chimil is kind of bananas. Kind of bananas. Draw a card. It's a great card. That's also a great card. I mean, at this point, yeah, I was gonna say we are absolutely saucing them up and cooking hard right now. So I don't think there was much they can do. Imagine though, I mean, going forward from this point on, we dropped a couple Defilers next turn, and then every time we get a Chimil hit, it's gonna go ahead and pump up the team by 2 counters, not just 1. I mean, we're gonna run through the opponent so fast, and then we get trample. So good. All right, finally got to see the Chimil in action. I'm not the greatest Chimil combo, but at least we got it on the field and got that going, right? All right, I don't love the Azorius here. That's kind of scary. Hopefully not a ton of sweepers. Sweepers are kind of our nightmare matchup. All right, how about a counter spell? Test the waters here a little bit on the opponent. And pray. Pray they don't have a counter spell. Oh, wow. Not gonna lie. Didn't think that would resolve. And there's no draw spells or anything? These sleeves are cool. Not gonna lie, pretty cool. All right, I mean... We do have 2 mana to avoid and make disappear, but I would imagine they would have played it last turn if they had it, right? I mean, we're definitely going to get hit with like a Sunfall or something here, right? We kind of got to go full send mode right now. Did it just tap this for no reason? I specifically tapped my mana for a specific... Oh, that's crazy. Oh, brother, that's unfortunate. I was hoping to get that extra 4 point of damage there. Why would it tap like that when I specifically tapped down? Oh, jeez. Auto shuffler gets us, and we lose out on the 4 point of damage, which would have been really relevant there, obviously. That's a bummer, dude. That's a bummer. Let's get that down. Let's go ahead and pump it up. Not that it would have made a world of a difference here. I mean, again, we're up against a person running a lot of control and sweepers, which is kind of our worst nightmare, like I said. So it's not looking good no matter which way you slice it, but still doesn't feel great to have the game screw you over like that. I think we got to go with this. Again, we avoid make disappear, which is nice. Going with the Murex token, it looks like. Wandering Emperor would just be a shutout. And it would be kind of genius, honestly, touching your lands like that to make me lulled into the fact that you're going to play a Murex token and then drop a Wandering Emperor. That'd be pretty cold-blooded. I mean, if they don't have another sweeper, we might have a chance here. It's a slim chance, but a chance nonetheless. Try to draw a card and see what we hit here. That's a really good card against this particular matchup with all the extra card draw. Let's drop it down here and see what happens. All right, it lands. Hold on. Let's see what happens here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17. I mean, I have lethal potentially here if they don't have a Wandering Emperor, but that is so unlikely. They most definitely have a Wandering Emperor, but why not play it last turn if you had it, though? We might be in the clear. Wow, we're in the clear of a Wandering Emperor. Kind of crazy. All right, this is you're saying there's a chance. I don't know how it's possible against Azorius control in this spot, but you're saying, wow, we win the game. It looks like that is kind of nuts. There it is, GG's. I was gonna say, we just played this out next turn. We blow up this artifact and then we attack through the 1/1s with trample. I can't believe we got that one as easily as we did. Holy cow. Not even with the sweat. All right, well, I couldn't be any happier with that win. That is that's clutch. I thought we were gonna eat like 2 more Sunfalls at least, or at least like a depopulate or something, so solid. Okay, are we straight fairies or are we that are we a soul cauldron deck? Soul cauldron I'd actually feel a little better about because the silverback elder's ability to blow it up. Nice, and we get a Beseiju too. I'm starting to think it's just straight fairies though. They're probably gonna flash in fairy vandal, or what is it? Fairy what's the fairy, the 2/1? Mastermind. Nope, they just eat a token. Okay. They eat a stun counter. I gotta clean up the misplays though. I had 2 misplays in this video already, like bad ones. Probably more, but the ones I caught so far. Okay. No attacks. Man, a lot of 5-drops with no mana. Sheesh. I don't know why I left Galagreeters back there. I guess it probably would have been wise to just get that 1 point of damage. Draw and discard. It's pretty good. And then they get the 1/1 counter. Sure. All right, so the life gain off of all of my things is going to be really nice. I think that's going to be pretty key in this game, is all that additional life gain. All right, nice. It's a playable, and it not only comes in and pumps up the Galagreeters, but it also gains me a little bit of life. Like I said, I think that's going to be important. We have our 5th land drop next turn, which is good. Nice. I'll take it. It's a pretty cheap spell that's gonna trigger all of my other creatures to do some stuff. I'm trying to think though, next turn, do I want to go with the Defiler or the Elder? Oh, I guess they're gonna make that decision for me. Probably the Defiler now. I mean, there's always that option too to just go with straight with the Glorious Sunrise and then just gain a bunch of life. I mean, that's definitely an option. Ego Drain has got to be the most busted card ever. If you're playing Fairies, Fairies has like the craziest utility pieces. I'm surprised Fairies didn't do a lot better than it did, because it has some of the greatest removal and just hand hate, counter spells. It has everything. I'm surprised they took that Glorious Sunrise. Not what I would have done. All right, so now we have options. Like I said, kill spell probably imminent. Maybe we try to get another land by playing this and drawing a card, and then that way next turn I can go right into the Defiler, into the Beast Caller. Counter spell though. Shoot, it's a counter spell, isn't it? It's a counter spell. Let's get rid of the Defiler, I guess. Shoot, I didn't even think about that as a consideration. Yeah. All good. All right, 3 cards in hand. We ate 1 of their counter spells. Hopefully not too many more to go. But I mean, with them being able to draw and discard every turn, it almost certainly is going to allow them to find those counter spells that they need. All right, I've got to resolve the Glorious Sunrise, man. I have to. Or I could just play this, get the 2 extra life, which puts us, what, at 8? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's still lethal, potentially. All right, I've got to get the Sunrise down and gain the 3 life, I think is the only way out of this. Oh, brother. Yeah, we're just dead here. They have a counter spell. Bummer. It is what it is, man. We tried. We tried. Good game. Like I said, my thought process behind that is if I would have played the Silverback Elder or even the Beast Caller to gain the 2 additional life here, we would have went up to 8, and they still would have had 8 next turn because they would have just drawn and discarded a card, gone to 4, and swung through for 8. So there wasn't much we could do there. We were just kind of locked out, unfortunately. We just kept the 2. Our hand was too expensive in the beginning of the game. We should have maybe mulliganed for a lower curve, but I thought my top decks would be a bit better. All right, well, solid wins by the Fairies, man. Fairies are cool. I can respect losing to some Fairies, especially because no one's playing it right now. This hand looks decent because we go first. Curve's a little bit high here on 3, but you know, what can you do? When your 3 mana spell though is a ramp card, you know, you'll take it. Uh-oh, Jetmir again. I do like that we drew into a Gala Greeters there though, that's nice. But any cut downs? Sure looks like it. Dude, I'm so sick of cut down. It seems like every player's been running cut down again recently, which is kind of odd. I haven't seen it in a while. Let's hope they don't have another one for this Kami. Ugh, doesn't even matter. The bat. Ay, ay, ay. Well, we're being dissected early here. Surprise. Shocker. Man, that's unfortunate. I need a top deck here. Something good. Something playable. Less than 5 mana would be ideal. Not a lot of great options under 5 mana, but there you go. That's probably the best we could have pulled there, so I'll take it. And it doesn't look like it's going to resolve. Okay. I mean, I'd rather make Disappear get used there than on my Elders or my Defilers. I'm sure they have another one, but at least one of them got used up there, so I'll take it. I'm gonna try the Silverback first because that's the card I would like to hit its triggers more than I would get count. You know, I'd rather not get counters. I'd rather get the Silverback hits. But Silverback dies to go for the throat. Oh, okay. I can live with that. Okay, I mean, we're in it. This is fine. This is fine. I can't imagine an opponent running Esper mid-range is looking to sweep the board, right? I would imagine. Let's see. Let's go as top 5 here. Thin out the deck a little bit, and we actually get a really good land there that can also draw me some cards. And I'm gonna swing freely here. I mean, we've got a 6/6 body to block with. If it gets picked off, so what? So be it. It's just an extra 2 that gets through. Nice. I'll blow that up with the Elder. If I find a creature, of course. No creature. Bummer. Come on. That is a creature. A very good creature. Gonna take that out for sure. Again, just leaving back one Silverback Elder here to block with. I can't really do much about the airstrike, but I can block down low on the 3/3. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I do die if they end up having some sort of oh wow, that's huge. Can't believe they're actually gonna give that to me. They must not have much for a hand here. They do end up dying, or I do end up dying if they would have, you know, killed my Elder and not blocked there. I'm surprised they did block there. That's kind of crazy. I think we got this. I think we got this. That block was definitely helpful. Having 2 Silverback Elders to gain us 8 life a pop is way too good. I think that'll get us back into the game very easily here. And if we can find just one more creature off the top, an inexpensive one, that'd be great. That does work. That does work. All right. Let's go 8 life. They might even scoop here, if I'm being honest. I don't know how they plan on getting back into this one, but they do have untapped mana here. I thought maybe we'd get countered there, but they don't. Let's get some more mana off the top. The more I thin out my deck, the better my top decks potentially get. So I'll take it. All right, they can't kill my 5/7, so I'm gonna swing through with everything here, especially because we're gaining 4 pop. But now they can. I should have guessed that. I knew there was probably something at instant speed here, but all right, definitely taking this out. 3, 6, yeah, perfect. I could still blow up the second Virtue if they decide to play it out here as an enchantment. I still have one more silver back on the field. What's the plan, man? Just doing some Rafine attacks here, doing some conniving of one. Any tricks? That works for me. That works for me, man. All right. Let's get this down. Let's get this down. Let's get this down. I mean, we have just ramped our way into the end game here pretty heavily. And again, we're just thinning out our deck so much here that our top decks from this point forward should be pretty good. We'll take it. We will take it. All right, I mean, there's really nothing the opponent can do at this point. We've got a reach creature for 6/6. They can't get through their attacks. We've got them locked out. And if they play their Virtue, I just go ahead and I go ahead and I destroy it with my Elder. So a very good game against a very good deck. So all right, another blocker is good. It does have lifelink. And we find a Chimil, which is disgusting. Let's attack first, and then we'll flip it. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Pretty good game, man. Pretty good game. Everything's got the trample now, so they're going to gain 2 here. We're going to get a lot of damage through. They can't block with the rat, so they can absorb 2 here, making it, what, 5 and a 6, and so 11 damage. They gain 2. That's lethal. Bam. Bam. Not to mention, we got a Chimil here. We've also got another Sunrise, but I was just going to go ahead and pop the extra counters on our creatures. Oh, actually, there was no creature that entered this turn. Never mind. Anyways, good game, though. That's going to do it for me today, guys. I'll be back here again tomorrow with another deck list for you. And just wanted to say thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed today's deck list. Mono Green has always been a deck that I think a lot of people really enjoy. So super fun playing this deck, but specifically the Chimil is a card I really, really enjoy. So I thought it would be a really great fit here. And I think I was right, man. This card really breathes, like I said, it breathes some life back into the deck and makes it pretty interesting to play again. So I'll be playing some Mono Green a little bit more down the road as well. But thanks again for watching. Appreciate you. And a huge thank you and shout out to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is the membership program on this channel. Huge shout out and thank you to them at the end of every single video for helping support me monetarily every single month. So thank you guys. I appreciate you. And we'll catch you guys on the next video. Until next time, peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, you know Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.